You probably know this scene. The alarm goes off, you get up, walk to the kitchen, and make your first cup of coffee of the day. It seems like just a regular habit, but as you take those first sips, something starts happening inside your body. And maybe the most interesting part isn't the feeling of waking up, but a series of silent reactions involving your blood vessels, your energy, and even the way you age. What's curious is that millions of people repeat this ritual every day without ever thinking about what really happens after coffee enters the picture. Maybe you've already heard countless opinions about coffee. Some say it's good for you, others claim it's bad. And in the middle of all this confusion, a lot of people keep drinking their daily cup without really knowing what to believe. The problem is that the most important question is almost never asked. It's not just about whether you drink coffee, it's about how you drink coffee. And this seemingly simple difference can completely change the conversation, especially after 60, when the health of your blood vessels starts to have a much bigger impact on your daily life. When we talk about circulation, a lot of people only think of serious problems like heart attacks or strokes, right? What we know as a CVA. But circulation is involved in everything. It helps deliver oxygen and nutrients to every part of the body. It's like a vast network of roads that distributes resources to millions of small towns. When these roads work well, everything flows more efficiently. When they start to lose quality, even in subtle ways, the whole body can feel the consequences. Sometimes this shows up as getting tired more easily, having less energy to walk, slow recovery after exertion, or that feeling that your energy just isn't what it used to be. What's interesting is that these changes usually appear long before any medical diagnoses. They show up slowly, almost without drawing attention. A lot of people think it's just age catching up with them. And while, yes, aging really does bring about natural changes, there's an important difference between simply getting older and speeding up problems that could be minimized with healthier habits. At this point, a lot of people immediately think of the heart, but there's a lesser known player that deserves attention. Inside the arteries, there's an extremely thin layer called the endothelium. Don't worry about the name, okay? Just imagine that it works kind of like a traffic manager inside your blood vessels. It helps decide when the vessels should relax, when they should contract, and how the blood flow should behave. When this system works well, circulation tends to be more efficient. But when it's constantly under attack over the years, its performance can go down. And this is exactly where coffee comes into the story in a way that surprises a lot of people. Because coffee isn't just caffeine. In fact, it contains hundreds of different natural compounds. Among them are substances called polyphenols, compounds also found in fruits, vegetables, and other foods that are often linked to healthy eating patterns. These substances have been studied for many years because they seem to play a role in mechanisms related to metabolic and cardiovascular health. This doesn't mean that a cup of coffee is a medicine. It also doesn't mean that it can protect someone from diseases on its own. But observational studies conducted over the years show that people who consume moderate amounts of coffee often have more favorable cardiovascular outcomes compared to those who don't drink coffee. It's important to understand that this doesn't prove cause and effect. However, it shows that for many people, coffee can be part of a healthy lifestyle without being an enemy to cardiovascular health. Well, before we talk about even more important issues regarding coffee, if you want to follow shorter content and everyday things, follow me on Instagram. There, I always share health information with shorter videos. And don't forget to subscribe here to the channel and turn on the notification bell. Here, the content's longer, but I always try to bring you the best information possible so you can take better care of yourself. Continuing on, maybe the biggest surprise is that many of the debates about coffee completely ignore what people usually put in it. For decades, countless people have attributed to coffee effects that are probably more related to the excess sugar than to the drink itself. Think about someone who drinks 4 or 5 cups a day and adds 2 spoonfuls of sugar to each one. Over months and years, that accumulated amount of sugar is no longer just a minor detail, all right? That doesn't mean sugar is a poison that needs to be completely eliminated from your diet. That's not it. The problem lies in constant excess. When consumed in large amounts over time, it can make it harder to control blood sugar, promote weight gain in some people, and contribute to metabolic changes that indirectly also affect vascular health. And then something curious happens. Many times, coffee gets blamed for effects that maybe weren't actually caused by it. That's why sugar-free coffee sparks so much interest in health-related research. When we remove a significant daily load of sugar from the equation, we can see more clearly the impact of the drink itself. And what shows up is a reality that's much more balanced than the extremes usually suggest. Neither a miracle nor a villain. Meanwhile, the body keeps sending signals that almost no one connects to circulation. Maybe you felt some of them yourself, right? Yeah, cold hands and feet often, getting tired sooner during walks, less stamina for activities that used to seem easy. Slower recovery after exertion, feeling like your energy is unstable throughout the day. None of these signs are enough to diagnose a circulatory problem. They can have countless causes, but they serve as a reminder that circulation is involved in pretty much everything we do. The problem is that most people wait for serious symptoms before they start paying attention. And vascular health rarely works that way, like that. It's built quietly, behind the scenes. Just like a plant doesn't grow in a single day, your blood vessels also reflect the result of thousands of small choices made over the years. But there's a very important detail that brings balance to this conversation. Not everyone reacts to coffee the same way. Some people can have a cup and just feel more energetic. Others experience palpitations, discomfort, anxiety, or a temporary increase in blood pressure. This happens because sensitivity to caffeine varies a lot from person to person. Genetic factors, sleep quality, medications, and health conditions all influence this response. That's why when someone asks if coffee is good or bad for circulation, the most honest answer is it depends on the person, the amount consumed, and the context in which it's consumed. A habit might be suitable for one person and not for another. That's exactly why one-size-fits-all solutions almost never work when it comes to health. In fact, one of the most common mistakes is using coffee as a substitute for rest. Many people end up sleeping less, accumulating fatigue, and compensating for it all with increasingly larger doses of caffeine. In this scenario, the problem isn't necessarily the coffee. It's the attempt to use a drink to solve something that the body is asking for in another way. No amount of caffeine can replace proper nights of sleep for very long. Another common mistake is drinking coffee until late afternoon or at night. Some people can still sleep normally, even when drinking coffee at night. Others have fragmented sleep without even realizing it. And when sleep gets worse, several important mechanisms for cardiovascular health can also be affected. It's like trying to take care of a garden while forgetting to water it. The final result inevitably shows up, okay? And here we come to an important point for reflection. Coffee alone doesn't determine the fate of your arteries. What really makes a difference is the whole set. Regular physical activity, a balanced diet, controlling blood pressure, managing blood sugar, glucose, maintaining a stable, healthy weight, quality sleep, and quitting smoking all have a much greater impact on vascular health than any single food or drink on its own. In this context, a cup of unsweetened coffee can simply have its place within a healthy routine. Not as the absolute main character, not as a magic formula, but as part of a bigger picture. After all, your body doesn't judge you based on a single choice. It responds to the patterns we repeat every day. Maybe the most important question isn't how many cups of coffee you drink. Maybe the question is something else. After decades of repeating this habit, have you ever stopped to notice how your body responds to it? Do you sleep well? Is your blood pressure is it under control? Is your energy level steady? Do you use coffee for pleasure or as a way to try to make up for accumulated tiredness? These questions are worth more than any ready-made answer you find on the internet or on YouTube, because true health is born from consciously observing your own body. And the sooner we develop this awareness, the greater our chances of reaching the coming years with independence, energy, and quality of life. I'll leave it here for now. God bless you. Take care and a big hug.